The Shadfly beckoned towards the odious window-panes of a roving hedonic breeze. Desire quietly peered upon the gallant steed of her passion's lust. Through broken mirrors marvels of darkness engulfed emotional shrines of fulfilments. Nymphs were caressing the exotic oils of wrought dragon-roots, reaching for their enslaver. Effortlessly upon his broad chest he revealed strength. 1,000 warlocks held inside his heart of stone. His libertine eyes of sable sapphires, they glistened with fiendish ideas. He slapped the thighs of harlots bending cleavage in front of him. One courtesan wailed an exotic moan of incessant tortured pleasure, but he was merely motioning her annoyances out of his way. As he leaned with penchants to get a closer look at a frail shadfly, it had landed upon the axle of his wrought wristlets of impunity. Fluttering an incantation of demon smouldering breath, he rose to swat the fragility of its fettering noiseless wings. And then within seconds of destruction's molten curse, the pits of hell spat into the walls of passion's vagrant nest. Inflaming his shackles of torture, melting into wrought irons of iniquity, sloping swords of razor silver maze began writing sorcery's inscription. I asked the curious shadows within myself, why I had chosen to spy on the vehement master of deception's inveigled greed. Announcing myself to him, my wings quavering upon the revealing shadfly's back, I gave birth to impetuous flight. Watching him gorge on the stroking flesh of those dark tenebrous enchantresses, it was then I had to expose the mutative headdress of my pernicious soul to him. Divulging the flesh of myself to him with caution, he glared into my hungered eyes, wrought by his sinister's intensity. But I caressed his cryptic thoughts to gather with me, upon shadow's obscurity, motioning him with promising rewards to follow desires upon a surreptitious trail of coal's ashen path. Meeting me upon the drone bridge of punishments, he knew I'd cast my jeweled scarves to call to the torrid winds. With ropes of bondage as my throne, he was going to know the curses of forevermore. Following me to the path of Ebon, forcing him upon a rock of restrained judgment, I began to unveil my tarnished soul, as I harnessed his limbs with 3-foot trebles, stretched, sprawled, and spread, shackling him to the very stones he placed in my heart. Thus removed from the slavery of his thrusting pleasures, I stood there, with my merciless scarves in hands, casting iniquitous chants into the pale sinister winds.